Hello, Namaste, Rashidilek, and welcome to Saturday Sunya Talks here at Sunyati International Foundation. We are here at Sunya Meditation Studio. So we are translating as Sanyutta Nikaaya under Pali Tipitaka as it is project into English and Hindi. And today here we are going to discuss some chapters of Anamataka Sanyutta of Nidanavaka Sanyutta of the Sanyutta Nikaaya. So I hope you will enjoy these precious words. So here joining with me is Dr. Rajesh Savera. So welcome, Doctor. And Suniti International Foundation and the director. And also with me here is Miss Rucha Giovanni. Sorry, I forgot. And so before the discussion, we do Sunya meditation 9 to 0 reverse countdown. So let's start. So let's start the discussion. SN 15.1 Tinakatta Sutta, Grass and Sticks. Thus I have heard, at one time the Bhagava was dwelling at Savatthi in Jetavana, Anatpindika's Arama. There the Bhagava addressed the bhikkhus, Badante. Those bhikkhus replied to the Bhagava. The Bhagava said this: Bhikkhus, this cycle of existence is an inconceivable beginning. A first point is not discerned of being roaming and wandering on, hindered by ignorance and fettered by craving. Suppose, bhikkhus, a man was to cut off all the grass, sticks, branches and leaves in this Jambudvipa, the Indian subcontinent, and collect them together into a single heap, making them into 4-inch bundles, placing them down one by one, saying, "This is my mother, this is my mother's mother," bhikkhus. That man's mothers and grandmothers would not come to an end, but the grass, sticks, branches and leaves in this Jambudvipa would be used up and exhausted. Why is that? Because this cycle of existence is an inconceivable beginning. A first point is not discerned of beings roaming and wandering on, hindered by ignorance and fettered by craving. For such a long time, bhikkhus, you have experienced suffering, anguish and disaster swelling the commentaries. This is enough to become disenchanted with all conditioned things, enough to become dispassionate, enough to be liberated. So
Yes, doctor. So again we have discussed it in the morning in the session, and the comparison between the dukkha which human being experiences is compared with the ocean, the four great oceans we have. How much ever we shed the tears, and the cycle is going on in a loop, and we are so much caught in ignorance and the desires that we are again and again, because we don't know where to stop, where to find that starting point. We are dwelling in this. So this sutta is reflecting on that, and we would like to know more from you.
Yeah. So here, this is very nicely pointed out that even if you take some grasses and you cut them and do a 4-inch heap, and you say that this is a mother, this is my grandmother, this is my great grandmother, this is my great grandmother, and you keep on making that, the beginning of where it all began will never come. So even if I use up all the grasses of the Jambudvipa, yet I will not be able to say that this is where it all began, because the beginning is not there. It is all a cycle. And when you understand this, that where did it all begin, you want to find out many times in most of the sufferings, we want to know where did it all begin. We forget that now this particular moment of suffering is suffering. But we want to go and trace it back, find out where I can correct it. You will never be able to correct it. Because there is no beginning to suffering, because life itself is suffering. It is because of two things. One is because of ignorance, because you acted in ignorance, in desire, and hence you are now in that cycle, the loop of suffering. And so there is no point in trying to find out who shot the arrow. The most important thing is, I want to take away the arrow out. So what is my current situation? What's my current suffering? If you analyze that, then you will be able to get out of it. And one of the best ways is to practice that very moment your mindfulness, that very moment your analysis of thinking what my life is right now and how can I transform it by new conditioning. That conditioning is creating a new loop of your own self, creating a new loop for your own behavior and change. So this is possible through a process that we call dhyana. That means to be aware. Aware of what? Your current moment, your current situation, of anything. It could be about your situation in life, it could be financial, it could be emotional, it could be relationships, it could be anything that you want, it could be aims, ambitions, whatever it is. Bringing your mind to the present moment is what we call.
And you talked about creating the new conditioning is in our hand and easiest thing to do. So is it related with creating the new habits, like you have emphasized on the meditation?
Yeah. So when I know that this is where it's stopping, like for example, there's a fire burning in the jungle. I cannot go out and find out where it all began, which was the matchstick that lit up the fire. The most important thing is, now I see it's very far. If I cut off the grass from that particular part, which is still possible to cut off, so that the fire does not spread, I can stop that whole process. You understand? It is possible to stop that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We continue next.
So now Sanyutta Nikaaya 15.3 Asusutta tears staying at Savatthi. Bhikkhus, this cycle of existence is an inconceivable beginning. A first point is not discern of being roaming and wandering on, hindered by ignorance and fettered by craving. What do you think, bhikkhus? Which is greater, the tears you have shed while roaming and wandering through this long course of cycle of existence, weeping and wailing due to being united with the unpleasant and separated from the pleasant, or the water in the four great oceans? As we understand the Dhamma taught by the Bhagava Bhante, the tears we have shed while roaming and wandering through this long course of cycle of existence, weeping and wailing due to being united with the unpleasant and separated from pleasant, are far greater than the water in the four great oceans. Sadhu, sadhu, bhikkhus. It is good that you understand the Dhamma taught by me in this way. Indeed, because the tears you have shed while roaming and wandering through this long course of cycle of existence, weeping and wailing due to being united with the unpleasant and separated from the pleasant, are far greater than the water in the four greater oceans. For a long time, because you have experienced the death of a mother, while experiencing the death of a mother, you have wept and wailed due to being united with the unpleasant, separated from the pleasant, and tears you have shed are far greater than the water in the four great oceans. For a long time, because you have experienced the death of a father, the death of the brother, the death of the sister, the death of the son, the death of the daughter, the loss of relatives, the loss of wealth, the loss through illness. While experiencing these losses, you have wept and wailed due to being united with the unpleasant and separated from the pleasant, and the tears you have shed are far greater than the water in the four great oceans. Why is that? Because this cycle of existence is an inconceivable beginning. This is enough to become disenchanted with all conditioned things, enough to become dispassionate, enough to be liberated. So,
Yeah, there is one line which has come. Because while wandering in this infinite sansara, the tears shed by beings due to the death of loved ones, separation from relationships, loss of wealth, and illness are more than the water in the four great oceans. So, this is reflecting the suffering we go on a day to day basis, and due to that, getting caught up in that loop and didn't know where to start. Now, deconditioning has played a role. When we see this, it gives me the memory of Patachara. Patachara, who lost all her children, the two young ones, and her husband when she was trying to get back to her maternal home. Then she lost all of her family, and she has gone mad also, and she was not aware what even she is wearing clothes or not. So and her dukkha when Buddha meets her for the first time, enough, he said, enough, you have shed the tears equal to the four great oceans, now it's enough, be aware. And this doctor, I think so, all of our life, that if we calculate the tears we have shed, everyone here will be like that. So the turnaround is meditation, as you have expounded in our previous discussion. What more you have to say on this?
Here it's very clear, that with the unpleasant and the separated from the pleasant. Okay, these are things that we don't want. When we get, we are unhappy. Things we want, we don't get, we are unhappy. And it's in this unhappiness that we keep on shedding tears. And this whole life, that thing remains so that always you'll find something or the reason to shed your tears. The mother that has been told here is the thing that gives birth. So you actually run a maternity home in your brain. Your mind is a maternity home that keeps on wanting things, giving birth to new desires, one after the other. And one desire, if it gets fulfilled, you have another desire coming in. So you have a brother, you have a father, you have so many relatives out of one coming, so much, just multiplying. And with everything that you get, when it is gone, you shed cries. When you don't get it, you shed tears. So the crying is non-stop. And here it is being told that it is like filling up the four great oceans with tears. And that's what samsara beings have been doing. The kind of tears that they have shed on the losing of their loved ones, on the losing of the things that they wanted, keep on crying and crying and crying. And I think that is where you should understand this samsara is the samsara of dukkha. and this dukkha is going to be there. Nobody can escape this. Okay, and I think one who realizes this first understands the first noble truth of the Buddha when he expounded that, telling that this samsara is full of dukkha. Don't try to find a glass of water in the sea which is not going to have salt in it. You're going to have salty water across all the dimensions of the sea, all the four oceans. So if you're trying to say that this particular life, I'll be living a life not shedding a tear, I'll be having a relationship where there will not be a single tear in my eyes, I'll be having a business where I will not be having a single tear in my eyes, it is not going to be possible. But why is it that a kid, when he doesn't get a doll, cries? But the same kid, as the kid grows up into be a woman, doesn't cry on the doll that was there, because the doll was left at the time when it had to be left, and the kid grew out to be a woman, did not need that doll anymore. Many a time we get attached, but we do not grow along with that attachment so that we can let go of things. You look at nature, the flower let goes of its flowerness and becomes a fruit, right? The fruit let goes of its fruit, becomes the dispersing seeds. Everything just changes forms. There is no attachment, there is just transformation. And if you realize with everything that you are getting in touch with today, you are just transforming yourself, you are in the process what we call liberation. One thing changing into another, another thing changing into another. And this ever changing thing should not cause worry, stress and strain. It should be accepted, and Buddha calls this the impermanence. If you understand the impermanence, you understand the shunyata in it, you have now become liberated. You can wander in this world like all the Buddhas of the three worlds wander, without attachment, free always, never to be worried, in a state called nirvana.
The caterpillar needs to leave its cocoon in order to fly.
Before the cocoon, it needs to leave its leaf that it feeds on. Okay, everything you have to let go of something to move on to another thing, right? You cannot be an innocent baby girl always till the end of the time. Sometimes you have to become the cunning woman also in this world, right?
Yes, doctor. And you talked about Santa also, the definition of Santa, Sa plus Anta.
Yeah.
Sa means with, Anta is the ending.
Yeah.
So one who knows where to end, it gives rise to Santosh, the satisfaction, the happiness, the joy.
So in India we have this thing called Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, the creator, the operator and the destroyer. Every time there is a creation, you'll need somebody to operate that. And that operator, when he finishes his work, there has to be something like Shiva who destroys it. Okay, because with every destruction there is a chance of a new creation. So everything that ends is a beginning of a new thing that is going to come. And I think if one understands this, we'll enjoy the journey of everything that is going away from him, rather than sitting and crying over it.
Very right.
Yeah?
We need to move forward to next.
Okay.
Sutta.
So, as in 16.1, Santutta Suttam content, staying at Savatthi, because Kassapa is content with any kind of robe, and he speaks in praise of contentment with any kind of robe. He does not engage in improper search for the sake of robe. If he doesn't receive a robe, he is not agitated, and if he receives a robe, he uses it without being tied to it, infatuated with it, or blindly absorbed in it. He sees the danger in it and understands the escape from it with panya wisdom. Because Kassapa is content with any kind of alms food, and he speaks in praise of contentment with any kind of alms food. He does not engage in improper search for the sake of alms food. If he does not receive alms food, he is not agitated. And if he receives alms food, he uses it without being tied to it, infatuated with it, or blindly absorbed in it. He sees the danger in it and understands the escape from it with wisdom. Because Kassapa is content with any kind of lodging, and he speaks in praise of contentment with any kind of lodging. He does not engage in improper search for the sake of lodging. If he does not receive lodging, he is not agitated, and if he receives lodging, he uses it without being tied to it, infatuated with it, or blindly absorbed in it. He sees the danger in it and understands the escape from it with wisdom. Because Kassapa is content with any kind of medicinal requisites and speaks in praise of contentment with any kind of medicinal requisites. He does not engage in improper search for the sake of medicinal requisites. If he does not receive medicinal requisites, he is not agitated, and if he receives medicinal requisites, he uses them without being tied to them, infatuated with them, or blindly absorbed in them. He sees the danger in them and understands the escape from them with wisdom. Therefore, bhikkhus, you should train yourself thus. We will be content with any kind of robe, and we will speak in praise of contentment with any kind of robe. We will not engage in improper search for the sake of robe. If we do not receive a robe, we will not be agitated, and if we receive a robe, we will use it without being tied to it, infatuated with it, or blindly absorbed in it. We will see the danger in it and understand the escape from it with wisdom. Similarly, this should be done with alms food, lodging, and medicinal requisites. We will be content with any kind of alms food, lodging, medicinal requisites, and we will speak in praise of contentment with any kind of medicinal requisites. We will not engage in improper search for the sake of medicinal requisites. If we do not receive medicinal requisites, we will not be agitated, and if we receive medicinal requisites, we will use them without being tied to them, infatuated with them, or blindly absorbed in them. We will see the danger in them and understand the escape from them with wisdom. Thus, bhikkhus, you should train yourselves. Bhikkhus, I will exhort you in the same way that Kassapa would exhort you, or someone like Kassapa. And when you have been exhorted, you should practice accordingly.
Yeah, so here we see the qualities of Mahakassapa. He was giving the praise to the contentment, Santosh. Contentment we can see in all basic necessities, food, shelter, and our clothing, and the medicines we require. Also, he is emphasizing on the restraint on the improper effort. Even in times of need, Mahakashapa refrained from any improper or incorrect or unwholesome effort. Then third, we see his qualities detachment and the wise use. Even upon receiving the material things which are needed, he remains untangled, not attached to it, seeing danger in it, and it is without greed, it is without delusion, and without clinging to it. Also, we see the quality seer of danger, like he clearly is perceiving the inherent dangers and falls in the worldly objects what is not more needed. Then also the main quality we see, he is possessed of liberation, the wisdom leading to that liberation. He is endowed with the wisdom that is leading towards the liberation, and I think so everyone will seek and nobody wants to label them as slaves, even though we are intoxicated by all the social media around us, for an example, but we want to be free. So these are the qualities I see from this Sutta doctor.
Yeah. I think it's a nice way of having somebody as an example whom we can follow, and Mahakashapa is one who's becoming an example that we can imitate ourselves with. Contentment. I think the key word here from this sutra is to be content, and the content is basically dependent on the container. If the container is small, the content will fill it up someday, right? So what container are you? Are you a container of need? Are you a container of greed? Because the greed container can never be filled up, but the container of need can be filled up. There could be things like cloth. Here you are talking about cloth, and when this is very nicely put, that robe. Okay, in today's world, this, when you want to live a simplistic, nice, good life, but when you see whatever he's received, okay, whatever life gives you an opportunity to have, he's content with it. Content to the point that he appreciates and speaks praise of that contentment. You see, this is my white shirt, I love it, it's of this brand. He's happy about it. Being happy with what you have is the first side of being content. Okay, cribbing about it, oh, only I have this much, I have nothing, that's the bad sign. That means you're not content. Okay, so happiness is the sign of contentment. Second, he does not engage in improper search. Just because he is not happy, he doesn't go and try to seek something else through other means. Okay, oh, I only have one shirt, now I have to go, oh, I think there in this Friday, on this Black Friday, we're going to have sale, let us go, getting up in the morning and just going to try to fulfill that little craving. Okay, that kind of finding improper means to just make sure that his greed is satisfied, which will never get satisfied. This person is there. If he does not receive something, he goes out and he does not get what he wants, he is not agitated, he is not pissed off, he doesn't abuse, oh, what the hell, I did so much, I wanted this, I did not get, does not react. But on the other side, if he receives a robe, he uses it without being tied to it or attached to it. Oh, I got it, now fine, but he is not now hooked up tied to it. Why? Because otherwise, if you're washing your dress, you take a nice white shirt, you love it, you're all praise about it, you're content about it, and then you push it in your washing machine with all other colorful clothes and it gets some stain on it. Oh my goodness, you go crazy about it. My finish, you're dead. You'll start cursing people, you'll start cursing the washing machine, you'll curse the whole universe because your shirt that you were tied up with has gone. But if you're not, what will you do? You will actually realize the danger in being attached to it. You will see that it's just infatuation. You will not get blindly absorbed in it, and you will know the danger of being tied up to it and how dangerous it could be. So a wise man knows that something that needs not get to be attached to should not be attached to. He knows that this is my size of the container, this is my need, and I can fulfill my need at this stage. So that is why in the olden days when bhikshus used to go to ask alms, then Buddha used to say that if you receive an alms from a house, you ask 3 times, and if they give you, if your bowl is full, you come back. You don't go and telling, okay, I fill my bowl, I finish another one again empty, and I finish again, I go. You see today on the streets, on the square of every signal, you will file people begging some money. Okay, what do the beggars do? The beggars, they put some money, they ask you some money. You put some money, the bowl becomes full, they empty it, again they ask beg. So there is no difference between that beggar and the world beggar that we are. We are never satisfied. We are never ever in that stage that we are saying that our bowl is full, thank you so much, we appreciate this day, thank you so much, we have the good food, thank you so much, we have a good house, thank you so much, we have good clothing to wear, thank you so much, we have the right medicine for our illness. We never thank. We still keep on emptying a bowl and asking more and asking more and asking more. A life lived like begging for the rest of the life is a miserable life. And I think here Mahakashapa is telling you how can you live a life of prosperity by being content. Yes, Atin?
Yes.
Even the Steve Jobs home, even the billionaire has a very simple room. Gandhiji's photo and single bed in his room. So that sets an example, the simple, simplistic approach, even though one can avail all the richness and include all the luxury in the lifestyle, but they choose not to.
So that's why they say, but simplicity is not poverty. Remember this. Simple people are satisfied people. Because they are satisfied, they are rich. The poor people are unsatisfied people. Because they are unsatisfied, they are poor. Remember this. It's the point of satisfaction. You can meet a poor man, but he is satisfied. You'll see he is rich. You can meet a rich guy who is unsatisfied. You'll know he's poor. It's like that.
Right definition of poor and rich. Yes.
So regarding this, I think Nagarjuna has mentioned there in Sanyutta Lekha. So I think we can also
Yeah, please, if you have, you can please share, Satin.
next time. But now,
Okay, so
So-
we wait for Satin to stay next
yeah,
time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
let's take the next
So,
verse.
Next verse that SN 16.2 Sanyutta Nikaya that Anuttapi Sutta imprudent. Thus I have heard it one time. Ayasma Mahakassapa and Ayasma Sariputta were dwelling at Varanasi in the deer park at Isipatana. Then, in the evening, Ayasma Sariputta emerged from seclusion and approached to Ayasma Mahakassapa. Having approached, exchanged greeting with Ayasma Mahakassapa, and after exchanging courteous and memorable words, sat down to one place. Sitting to one place, Ayasma Sariputta said to Ayasma Mahakassapa, "It is said, Avusa Kassapa, that one who is not diligent and lacks moral dread is incapable of attaining enlightenment, and incapable of achieving the supreme security from bondage. But one who is diligent and possesses moral dread is capable of attaining enlightenment, and capable of achieving the supreme security from bondage. To what extent Avusa is one lacking diligence and moral trait, incapable of attaining enlightenment, and incapable of achieving the supreme security from bondage, and to what extent Avusa is one diligent and possessing moral trait, capable of attaining enlightenment, and capable of achieving the supreme security from bondage. Here, Avusa, a bhikkhu, does not strive with diligence, thinking, may arise in evil, unwholesome Dhamma not arise in me. He does not strive with diligence, thinking, may arise in evil, unwholesome Dhamma be abandoned in me. He does not strive with diligence, thinking, may unarising evil, unwholesome Dhamma arise in me. He does not strive with diligence, thinking, may arising evil, unwholesome Dhamma remain, not decline, increase, and reach full development in me. In this way, Avusa, one is lacking diligence. So, I wish.
Okay, Dr. Lim has joined. Welcome.
Morning, doctor.
Welcome, doctor.
Sorry, I joined late. Because I have a meeting, I forgotten
No
the time.
problem.
Yeah,
We are continuing.
yeah,
We continue.
yeah. Continue, please continue.
Yeah. You finished that
Yes,
verse, last
yes.
paragraph?
Yes.
Okay. So Rucha, can you just brief through?
Yes, doctor, we would like to hear from you.
So, doctor, here this particular sutra that we are doing is the imprudent sutta, in which there is this discussion between Ayasma Mahakassapa and Ayasma Sariputta, and they were once dwelling in Varanasi near the deer park at Isipatana. Then, because Sariputta, he just emerged from his practice of seclusion, he approached Ayasma Mahakassapa,
Yeah, yeah.
and he
Mahakassapa,
after exchanging some greetings, he sat down and asked a question to him. He said that Mahakassapa, he asked him that one who is not diligent and lacks moral dread is incapable of attaining enlightenment or nirvana, incapable of attaining nibbana, and incapable of achieving the supreme security from bondage. But one who is diligent and possesses moral dread is capable of attaining enlightenment, capable of attaining enlightenment and capable of achieving supreme security from bondage. So here it is again stressing, doctor, on the fact that you need awareness, and second, you need to follow and practice and have some shame on breaking the Shila. These two things are the source of your enlightenment.
Yeah. You see, at the end of the day, you still have to go back to the eight normal path.
Yeah.
Okay, so in about you have to talk about right effort. You have to spend energy, to practice. Okay. Then secondly is that you must have the kind of sense of shame if you break the sila. Okay, like the Confucius say, the one who lost the sense of sense, he only stopped being a human being. These are the thing. So have the sense of pride, have the sense of this shame is a basic human nature. Okay, so a person should not lose his sense of shame. Okay, so if a person becomes shameless, then finish. He will never become enlightened. Yeah, that is the thing is that. That's why this is linked with the sila. Yeah.
And then furthermore, even Mahakashyapa tells that one who has unrisen evil, unwholesome dhamma, means something that he is not right. If that thing comes in the mind, he should be able to stop it. If it happens, he should be able to make sure that he repents and exhausts it. If he doesn't have the good qualities, he has to cultivate it. If the good qualities have come, he has to nourish them. These are the four ways.
No, you see, Buddha again and again, okay, he always say that if the bad thinking not arises, don't make it arise. Okay, when it already arises, stop it from transform into action. Okay, so when it transforms into action, then you should repent, okay, and make good of this. Even though it take you one kalpa of time, okay, you should keep on try your best to right your actions. So these are the basic teaching of Buddha.
Yeah, I think we can go to the next sutta.
Please.
16.3.
16.3. Okay, so.
Yeah, like the moon.
Okay, so. And how Ayasma is one lacking moral dread. Here, a bhikkhu does not feel moral dread.
No, we're going to the next sutta. 16.3.
16.1. 16.
Yeah, 1 minute, doctor.
Sorry.
Today we have Setin from Tibetan, student. Now he's reading the
This one, right?
Pali text.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
it's-
Setin,
sorry.
come on.
SN 16.3, Chandrapama Sutta, like the moon. Staying at Savatthi, bhikkhus visit families like the moon, with body and mind withdrawn, always humble and not overbearing, just as a man would look at a well, a mountain slope, or a river gorge, with body and mind withdrawn. In the same way, bhikkhus visit families like the moon, with body and mind withdrawn, always humble and not overbearing. Bhikkhus Kassapa visits families like the moon, with body and mind withdrawn, always humble and not overbearing. What do you think, bhikkhus? What kind of bhikkhu is worthy of visiting families? Our teachings are rooted in the Bhagavad, guided by the Bhagavad, and have the Bhagavad as their refuge. It would be good if the Bhagavad himself would clarify the meaning of this statement. Having heard it from the Bhagava, the bhikkhus will remember it. Then the Bhagava waved his hand in the air and said, just as this hand does not cling to, grasp, or become attached to the air, in the same way, bhikkhus, when a bhikkhu visits families, his mind does not cling to, grasp, or become attached to them. He thinks, may those who wish for gain achieve gain. May those who wish to merit perform merit. He is as pleased and happy with the gains of others as he is with his own. Such a bhikkhus, is worthy of visiting families. When Kassapa visits families, his mind does not cling to, grasp, or become attached to them. He thinks, may those who wish for gain achieve gain. May those who wish for merit perform merit. He is as pleased and happy with the gains of others as he is with his own. What do you think, bhikkhus? What kind of bhikkhu gives an impure Dhamma teaching, and what kind of bhikkhu gives a pure Dhamma teachings? Our teachings are rooted in the Bhagava, guided by the Bhagava, and have the Bhagava as their refuge. It would be good if the Bhagavanta himself would clarify the meaning of this statement. Having heard it from the Bhagava, the bhikkhus will remember it. Then listen, bhikkhus, and pay careful attention. I will speak. Yes, Bhante, the bhikkhus replied. The Bhagava said this: bhikkhus, if any bhikkhu teaches the Dhamma to others with the thought, oh, may they listen to the Dhamma from me, having listened, may they gain confidence in it, and having gained confidence, may they show their confidence to me. Such a bhikkhu gives a impure Dhamma teaching. But if a
Good one.
Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
okay. But if a bhikkhu teaches the Dhamma to others with the thought, the Dhamma has been well proclaimed by the Bhagavata, visible here and now, timeless, inviting investigation, leading onward to be personally realized by the wise. Oh, may they listen to the Dhamma from me, having listened, may they understand it, and having understood, may they practice accordingly. He teaches the Dhamma out of the excellence of the Dhamma itself, out of compassion, sympathy, and kindness. Such a bhikkhu gives a pure Dhamma teaching. Bhikkhus, Kassapa teaches the Dhamma to others with the thought, the Dhamma has been well proclaimed by the Bhagavata, visible here and now, timeless, inviting investigation, leading onward to be personally realized by the wise. Oh, may they listen to the Dhamma from me, having listened, may they understand it, and having understood, may they practice accordingly. He teaches the Dhamma out of the excellence of the Dhamma itself, out of compassion, sympathy, and kindness. Bhikkhus, I will exhort you in the same way that Kassapa would exhort you, or someone like Kassapa. And when you have been exhorted, you should practice accordingly. So this was second.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Actually, this is very important, Okay. Now, everybody are very proud of their own Dhamma. Okay. But you cannot claim that your Dhamma is the only one that's pure, Your Dhamma is the only one that is very good, Okay. So like some school, they claim that their Dhamma is original from Buddha, then other people are fake one, No. Buddha always condemn this kind of school, Okay, and call them the Sravaka. These are the thing. So from here, you know. So even a person teaching a Dhamma, a good Dhamma, okay, but it have excessive claim, you know, on his Dhamma, it excessive claim on the, what they call, that my Dhamma is good, okay, my Dhamma is superior, oh, my Dhamma is the original teaching from Buddha, okay, this thing, you know. Then they will belittle other people's Dhamma. Then they will belittle other people's teaching, you know. So the kind of school, you should ignore them, you know. Okay, you should ignore them. And this kind of school are condemned by Buddha. Yeah.
And here it is called as impure Dhamma teaching.
Impure-
Such a
impure-
person
impure Dhamma
is an
teaching, yeah.
impure Dhamma teacher, and he is the one who misguides the society rather than
they
guiding.
misguide.
Yeah.
No, we sin a lot, you know. We sin a lot, you know. Okay, this is a thing. So they cling to a few sutra, you know. Then they claim the sutra to be original. Okay, then they claim that their sutra are the only one original, you know. Then other people are not original. Okay, this is a thing. Then they make excessive claim, you know. A lot of claim. For example, they claim that Buddha speak in Pali. How can Buddha speak in the language that not yet exists? Then they claim that Buddha against Sanskrit. How can Buddha against something that not yet exists? Those idiots know. They don't even know the history. They even know the thing. They simply claim and simply talk, you know. This is a thing. And they are the one who destroy everything, you know. Okay. Then they casted a lot of doubt, you know, to many scholars. Okay. Then they only claim their sutra to be original. Then other people's sutra are fake, you know. Okay, this thing. So these are idiots now. So this is school, you should ignore them now. And these are school are condemned by Buddha now.
And doctor, this one is very good, the pure Dhamma teaching. What is it? It is well proclaimed by the Bhagavata, means it is to be coming from the sutra, no commentary. Only and only from the Bhagavata. Visible here and now, timeless, inviting investigation. Not that you have to follow blindly, investigate yourself. And leading onward to be personally realized by the wise. Means you have to personally realize it by practice.
Buddha never asked you to claim your Dhamma is pure.
Yeah.
Your Dhamma is the only true one. Okay? Then other one is a fake. Your one is the only true Dhamma. Other people are fake. No such thing. No such thing.
But that is why doctor, even during his time, he respected both the Shramana and the Brahmana, both of them.
Yeah.
He respected both, and he was also called as the great Brahmana. He was also called as the great Shramana. Buddha himself.
Both. Himself. Now, actually, he condemned a lot of the disciple, you know, who have learned something, then they stick to the basic teaching, then they never go to the advanced teaching. And he called them the Sravaka. He called them the Sravaka, and he condemned them in many sutras. Condemned them, you know. Condemn, you know. Not only this thing, openly condemn, you know. This call them fool, call them foolish. These are the thing. So you see, even today, this is a scholar, you know. Okay, they make a lot of claim. They make a lot of stupid claim, you know. First thing, they claim that the sutra are passed down by memory, passed down by this. How can it be possible? The whole library passed down by memory. They are idiots, no? This thing. Then they claim that they use the language spoken by Buddha. Buddha don't speak Pali, you know. Buddha don't speak Sanskrit. The language Buddha speak is not belong to these two, because the Sanskrit today do not exist during the Buddha's time. Okay, the Pali today exists do not exist during his time. So how can you say that he speak in Pali? How can you say that he is against the Sanskrit? So this scholar, we doesn't know. We doesn't know what it does mindset, you know. Okay, they are very, very narrow mindset. Okay, they claim holy to what they have, then they condemn other people's, no. And this kind of people, we should condemn them back now. We should call them fool. Okay, we should do like Buddha now. We should not let them keep on make this kind of stupid statement, you know, unnoticed. We should hit them back, you know, openly, you know, condemn them, openly condemn them. Not just a Buddha openly condemn them, call them fool and foolish, no. It's a thing. Otherwise, they are going to misguide many people, you know. Okay, then they cast doubt. They even say that, oh, Dhamma Sutra is a fake sutra, Hat Sutra is a fake sutra, Lotus Sutra is fake, all the sutra are fake except their own sutra are authentic, you know.
I think
So when you deal with a worshipper, you must understand, they cannot think, no. They cannot see, and they cannot listen, you know. And this kind of people, you know, we have to be very careful with them.
True.
And we are not going to what they call to
Entertain
let them program anything they wanted to know. How can they just simply go and condemn other people's sutra, fake sutra? Even they comment on agamas, no? They say agama is not complete. My goodness, agamas are much more complete than any other set of this thing, you know.
True.
With a proper date, which date, with who is coming from where it's coming from, okay, when it's translated, from where it is translated, you know, and systematically arranged nicely, you know, okay, and the language are in clear language now. There's no ambiguity language, and yet they condemn agamas now. Openly condemn agamas, and they try to associate agamas with Nikaya. No. Agamas and Nikaya are two groups of scholars, you know. Let them exist separately, you know. There is no necessity to compare these two together. Why should you go and compare these two? Let them study separately, you know. No need to compare. They are recorded by the two group of scholars, you know. Okay, this thing. So each have their own merits, no. Okay. Both are the teaching of Buddha. We respect both, no. Okay, but both cannot claim superiority. Okay, this thing. So when we promote agamas, we never claim agamas are superior than any other thing. We never claim agamas is the true sutra, other sutra are fake. No, you cannot claim such a thing, no.
Yeah. So Doctor, we do one more sutra for today.
Yeah. Please, one more.
Yeah, one more. Satin.
Okay, sir. So next sutta, Sanyutta Nikaaya, that SN 16.4, Kullupuka Sutta, visiting families.
Visiting family. Yeah.
Yes, Kullupuka Sutta. So staying at Savatthi, what do you think bhikkhus? What do you think bhikkhus? What kind of bhikkhu is worthy to associate with families, and what kind of bhikkhu is not worthy to associate with families? Bhante, our Dhamma teachings are rooted in the Bhagavad. The Bhagavad said this. Here, I think some words are skip, I think. So, bhikkhus, if any bhikkhu approaches families with such a thought, may they give to me and not withhold, may they give me much and not a little. May they give me fine things and not coarse. May they give me quickly and not slowly. May they give me respectfully and not disrespectfully. If bhikkhus, when such a bhikkhu approaches families, they do not give to him, he becomes disappointed. Because of that, he experiences pain and sorrow. If they give him a little, not much, he becomes disappointed. Because of that, he experiences pain and sorrow. If they give him coarse things, not fine, he becomes disappointed. Because of that, he experiences pain and sorrows. If they give him slowly, not quickly, he becomes disappointed. Because of that, he experiences pain and sorrow. If they give him disrespectfully, not respectfully, he becomes disappointed. Because of that, he experiences pain and sorrow. Such a bhikkhus is not worthy to associate with families. But bhikkhus, if a bhikkhu approaches families with such a thought, what can be gained from other families? If they give to me, let them give. If they do not give, let them not give. If they give me much, let them give. If they give me a little, let them give. If they give me fine things, let them give. If they give me coarse things, let them give. If they give me quickly, let them give. If they give me slowly, let me give. Let them give. If they give me respectfully, let them give. If they give me disrespectfully, let them give. If bhikkhus, when such a bhikkhu approaches families, they do not give to him, he does not become disappointed. Because of that, he does not experience pain and sorrow. If they give him a little, not much, he does not become disappointed. Because of that, he does not experience pain and sorrow. If they give him coarse things, not fine, he does not become disappointed. Because of that, he does not experience pain and sorrow. If they give him slowly, not quickly, he does not become disappointed. Because of that, he does not experience pain and sorrow. If they give him disrespectfully, not respectfully, he does not become disappointed. Because of that, he does not experience pain and sorrow. Such a bhikkhus is worthy to associate with families. Bhikkhus, Kassapa approaches families with such a thought, what can be gained from other families? If they give to me, let them give. If they do not give, let them not give. If they give me such, let them give. If they give me a little, let them give. If they give me fine things, let them give. If they give me coarse things, let them give. If they give me quickly, let them give. If they give me slowly, let them give. If they give me respectfully, let them give. If they give me disrespectfully, let them give. If bhikkhu, when Kassapa approaches families with such a mindset, they do not give to him, he does not become disappointed. Because of that, he does not experience pain and sorrow. If they give him a little, not much, he does not become disappointed. Because of that, he does not experience pain and sorrow. If they give him coarse things, not fine, he does not become disappointed. Because of that, he does not experience pain and sorrow. If they give him slowly, not quickly, he does not become disappointed. Because of that, he does not experience pain and sorrow. If they give him disrespectfully, not respectfully, he does not become disappointed. Because of that, he does not experience pain and sorrow. Because I would exhort you to follow the example of Kassapa or someone like him. When exhorted, you should practice accordingly. Yeah, that's
Yes,
the
doctor.
third sutta.
Yeah. So this is a fine example of non-differentiation, you know.
Beautiful.
They don't differentiate. Whether you give me good, you give me no good. Whether you respect me, whether you doesn't respect me. Okay. Whether you treat me well, do not treat me well. I shall not differentiate. So that is a good teaching on the non-differentiation. Yeah. That is a central teaching of Buddha. Yeah.
I think that's very straightforward, also very clear, Doctor, here.
Yeah. Very clear.
Yeah.
You see, even sunya, you know, when we teach sunya. Okay, people want to accept, then they accept. If they don't want to accept, then they don't accept. We don't force people. No? This thing. So because in the early day, many students asked me, okay, we want to teach them this thing. Some people accept, some people doesn't accept. What should we do? We say do nothing. No need to worry. Those who accept us, then we teach them. No, those who do not accept, leave it. Leave it. Why should we worry about them? Yeah, this is the thing, okay? So that you have nothing, you have no gains and you have no solo.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So this is the practice of non-differentiation.
Beautiful. Means this is like a direct reference of non-differentiation, how to practice.
Yeah,
of let them be,
yeah.
let them be what they are. We don't want to change them directly. We want to offer to them what we can offer, and what they can what they want to treat us, how they want to treat us is up to them. We cannot go and change them.
We offer our best to them.
Yes.
Offer our best thing. If they can accept, we are happy. If they do not want to accept, also is okay to us.
Yeah.
This is a thing. Take it easy,
Take it easy.
so that we never feel disappointed.
Absolutely.
We never feel disappointed. So we keep on doing, keep on doing, keep on doing. Okay. Now you see, it's a statistic. The more you do, the more result you get. As simple as that. As simple as that. Yeah, yeah.
I think that brings us to the end of today's session. Let's see if there are any questions. We open the floor.
See whether
No
the
online
question,
questions. Any questions from Rucha? No question? Setin?
Yeah, no questions.
No questions. Wow. Today Setin has no question. So because Setin is reading, so no questions from him.
Everything is clear there.
No, actually, today one point very important. No. You should only get the teaching from Bhagavad.
Yes, very, very
I
important.
mean, you should only refer the teaching from Sutra.
Yes.
Okay, so those people when they are teaching are not from Sutra, don't follow them.
No commentary, doctor. No commentary. You're using it should
No
come from Bhagavad.
commentary. They practice now.
Practice
from where
also.
the person coming from.
Correct.
You look at the practice.
No lineage.
They ask you to sit for 5 hours, 6 hours, do not like a stone, not sitting there, a stone, not moving your body, no talking, no communication. From where this teaching is coming from? From where this teaching is coming from? No. We don't have, Buddha do not have such teaching. Okay, and this school, they claim it, they practice from Satipatthana.
But
Where got
Satipatthana
such
said,
teaching from, sir?
exert sufficiently.
Yeah, exert sufficiently. They never ask you to sit for 5 hours like a stone, And Satipatthana never ask you, don't question, don't talk. No, you come to Sunya, you come to how can you learn when you don't ask?
Correct.
How can you learn when you do not discuss?
Correct.
So there should be half practice, half discussion.
Yes.
No, without discussion, you're sitting there like an idiot, no, sitting like a stone. Okay, then they give some speech, Then you listen to speech again and again, and you call it vipassana. From where is vipassana? From where is vipassana coming from? From where is coming from? This thing. And worse, they claim original, They claim it they are original, So we say these are the foolish, They are fool and foolish. This thing. They do not follow the teaching of Buddha.
True.
They never follow the teaching of Buddha. This thing. And no wonder many people crackle after this thing. They mentally break down.
True.
Then there are many suicidal cases in Taiwan also. A few suicidal cases after that they commit suicide. Even in Malaysia, a few suicide cases after joining this kind of vipassana. It is not vipassana. It's some kind of cult practice, That is not from Buddha. And they claim this from Buddha. That's the most stupid thing, It's not from Buddha, and they claim it from Buddha, and they claim original, That they are the one who original, Their practice is the right one, or other people the fake one, Whoever claim that their practice is the right one, other people fake one, that must be the practice, That must be a cult. Don't follow them,
Correct.
Follow everything from Sutra. That is the safest thing that I can ever say,
Yeah.
You see, our reverse counting, our double counting, everything, all from Sutra. We can trace from which part of Sutra, from this thing. We never teach anything that is out of the blue, out of the air, that from our own thinking and pluck something from the air and then started teaching and claim A and B, claim B and C, And our sunya is good, We have a lot of Q&A. We have a lot of this thing. I think even our 2 to 3 days practice is good enough.
Doctor, from morning 6:30 I'm talking. So you can imagine how much we talk in Shunya. We talk a lot.
Yeah. We talk a lot.
Yeah.
So I think we see tomorrow.
Yeah, Doctor. Tomorrow for the Agamas. Thank you so much for your time today. See you.
Yeah. Today, sorry for coming late. I have a meeting. I forgotten the time.
No problem, Doctor. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye. See you then. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, Setin, good job today.
Thank you, sir.
So, thank you, and I think you have done a wonderful job first day. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So,
And as of now, thank you, Dr. Rajesh Savera, for your time, and thank you for audience for your time. So we will meet tomorrow at 7 a.m. for Red Belt online meditation. So till tomorrow, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It was spread throughout India. पूरी दुनिया में ये स्प्रेड होगा. When India started to practice Shunya, जब इंडिया ने प्रैक्टिस करना शुरू कर दिया शून्य का, but the ancient Chinese described Shunya, described India. जैसे जो चाइनीज थे पुराने, उन्होंने इंडिया के बारे में कुछ बताया है. Simple, वो एक साधारण देश है. Elegance, लेकिन उसमें कुछ खूबसूरती है. Fantastic. और सबसे बड़ी चीज है महान है. शाबाश इंडिया. तो ये है इंडिया. साधारण, खूबसूरत और महान. It was spread throughout India. पूरी दुनिया में ये स्प्रेड होगा. When India started to